Hello to the students at KCHS. My name is Robert Barnett. I am the teacher of the IB math class at Eastern Senior High School, and I went to college with your teacher, Mr. Chung, and had the pleasure of visiting him this year in Kakata before he started to teach you, and so I'm very honored and very happy to be participating in this exchange with you. It is amazing to me that I can send a video to you from here in Washington D.C. in the United States, and then I can see your classroom and the great things you're learning with Mr. Chung all the way in Grand Jade County. What I wanted to do is answer the questions you had for me, and then I had my students go out into the atrium, the main area of our school, to answer some of your questions and to talk about some of the math projects which they're doing. In this class they have to do math projects, and so I thought I'd ask a couple student volunteers about their projects. So I have my phone here because I want to make sure to answer the great questions which you had for me. The first question was, how well are the students in my class doing in math? Well, they're trying really hard, which to me is the most important part. If you try, you learn. I think that there are a lot of topics which we cover here in the United States, and I know many are the same that you cover in Liberia, so students are struggling to keep up with all of the topics, but they're working hard, and as I hope you'll see from the video, students are doing some pretty exciting projects in math which keep them motivated. And then the second question which you asked is, how is the school system in America? Well, in America, students start at kindergarten when they're about 4 or 5 years old. Elementary school is until the 5th grade, which is about 10 years old. Then 6th, 7th, 8th grade is called middle school. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade is called high school. And my students are 12th graders, the very end of high school, and we call our school Eastern Senior High School because we have students who are at the end of their time here in high school. Next year, many of the students will go on to college. I think that in a future video, we'll talk about students' plans for next year. The school system in America is good. It's a public education which is free, and there are some public schools which are very good. There are other schools which are less good because they don't have as much money, or they're in dangerous parts of the city. Eastern Senior High School, I would say, is a school that's right in the middle and has some students who are typical of a lot of American students. So I'll stop talking and I'll let you hear from my students about what they're learning about, their answers to your questions, and some questions they have for you. Goodbye. Make sure you pay attention to everything Mr. Chung says, by the way. Goodbye. 3.
Hello, my name is Trent Peterson. My eternal assessment, if you care, is about the Dead Sea and how it is sinking and how much it will sink in the future. I'm answering the question, why do Americans pay taxes to the government? We pay taxes because we live in a capitalist democracy. We get taxed by the government to pay for the buildings like bridges and schools. We pay taxes to help fund the police force. Basically, we pay taxes so that the government can pay for things that we wouldn't normally do ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you, Trent.
Okay. My name is Antonio Hammett. For my internal assessment, I'm doing the idea of what time of the year students need to be focused on the most. So inside the United States, we go by the GPA system, which means that per grade you get a certain number for that grade, and those grades can fluctuate throughout the year. So by identifying those grades throughout the year, I can figure out what time of the year students need to be focused on the most. And then I'm answering the question, how does Liberia seem to you? I said Liberia seems like a country that is filled with many communities where everyone works together rather than separate.
Hi, I'm Julia Bobo. My IA is on weight loss and your work routine. Basically, in my IA, I calculate your workout habits and how much you work out per day, and then also your weight and height. I'm answering the question, why do you use phones and calculators in class? Some of the math we do in class it's not always mental math, so sometimes we need help with calculators to assist us on the problems. Also answering the question, what subjects do you learn in school? We have 4 main subjects we learn in school. English, math, science, history is our main 4. And that's about it.
And what questions do you have about Liberia for our colleagues in Liberia?
So my question is, you guys pay taxes, and if you don't, like, what type of government do you have specifically?
And then my question is, how does your school system work? I know inside the United States we go from grades 1 to all the way up to 12 and then college, so how does it work for you?
And my questions reflect off the questions you guys asked. What kind of subjects do you guys learn in Liberia? And what supplies or utensils do you guys use to solve problems in math?
Okay.
Sorry, there's so few of us.
Thank you.